Alright guys, welcome to Let's Play Dawn of War Soulstorm. Now, my first video, it may have been my second, now I think about it, video that I did, it might have been the first, I can't exactly remember. Well, this series in general I did all the way through, was I played Dawn of War Dark Crusade as the Chaos Space Marines. I loved it, played through it, the whole thing, got frustrated, but still won. And I think 1 year anniversary may have actually already happened for the channel from when I uploaded my first video. So in spirit of that delayed anniversary, we shall play some Dawn of War Soulstorm. We are going to play as intro.
After hundreds of years under the neglectful watch of the Imperial Guard, nearly every force in the galaxy would descend upon the planet of Calderon, bent only on domination and victory. 3 races had long dwelled in there. The Imperial Guard, its supposed rulers, the Orc tribes of Calderon II, which the Guard had never successfully put down, and the Necron, who had slept undisturbed for untold millennia beneath Calderon III. Where the Chaos Marines came from, or how, none can say. Did the Warp Storm bring them, or did they bring the Warp Storm? Both appeared suddenly on Calderon IV, and in an eye blink, half the system's Imperial forces were gone, killed or claimed by the madness of chaos. In quick succession, the others flocked to Calderon. The Space Marines, the Imperium's super soldiers, descended on Calderon II, planning to finally cleanse the system, both of the troublesome Orcs and the Chaos Marines, the sworn mortal enemies. The Tau appeared next, not far above, on one of the planet's moons. In the interests of protecting its ordered empire from the effects of human folly, the Tau came seeking to contain the Warp Storm, and in so doing, expand their territory's border. On their moon, they built a mighty fortress, and there forged a space cannon capable of interplanetary devastation. Among the wastes of Calderon III, the Necrons, perhaps awakened by the disruptive forces of the Warp Storm, slowly massed their lethal legions. In quick response, webway gates, long unused, flickered to life, and Eldar poured forth, ready to battle their dark, death-dealing adversaries. Meanwhile, in the shadow of an ancient portal gate, the Dark Eldar slipped stealthily out of the murky depths of the webway. They would be like carrion birds, flying above the battlefield, and when all were weary from the fight, make the battlefield into a feasting ground. Last to arrive, and perhaps most to be feared, were the Sisters of Battle, holy maidens and bearers of the God Emperor's faith. They had come to cleanse the system of corruption and filth. Their faith left them fanatical, unafraid of death and zealous in their cause. Nothing here was clean. All must be purged. Now, war rages anew, and only the victorious may write their history. Only the victorious will claim the planets of Calderon.
Alright, so same deal, but we're going to play as the Chaos Space Marines as I should. And do I have, for some reason, my quality on lower? We have the Chaos Space Marines, the Dark Eldar, Imperial Guard, Necrons, Orcs, Sisters of Battle, Space Marines, and the Tau. And of course, Chaos Space Marines are the best Marines. Long intro. So some things I think they did right with Dawn of War Soulstorm, and some things I think they did wrong. One, I don't need that. I know how to play the game. I love the 4-planet system. I actually like how controlling certain provinces is now really important for getting to each of the worlds. One thing I don't like is they moved the bonuses. So like in Dark Crusade, there are some bonuses that it's a certain tile you get, and you don't want to fight over those. However, now there aren't, and they're each attached to each of the races' starting settlement province. The fortresses, I'd say most of them are right. Some of them are just plain out annoying. Like the Elder one is such a pain, even on easy. And the Orc one kind of sucks. The Space Marine ones kind of sucks too. The Imperial Guard and the Sisters of Battles actually have pretty fun fortresses. However, most of the stuff that I'm going to also say I didn't really like that they changed is going to be seen when we actually get into fights. So one thing that really irritates me that they changed was they changed the camera angle for some reason, which really doesn't make that much of a difference, but it makes it hard to go back and forth between playing each of them. Actually, I'll take another cultist. Alright, just because I won't be able to. There you go, we'll boost that up. I'll add you guys in my control group 1. You can start building a plasma generator just so you can get that up going. Build me a Chaos Armory. Now, one thing I really don't like that they changed from Dark Crusade, which is really, really fun, is that no matter how much you build up in a battle, the next battle you start out with just the basic stuff, unless you reinforce in the campaign map. Which I really don't like that they did that. Because in Dark Crusade, you were actually kind of encouraged not just to rush your opponents every time, because later on you're going to regret that decision once they got more honor guard units. However, now in Soulstorm, well, it doesn't make a difference because you're going to start out with level 1 stuff no matter. Let's send you over there. And I'm going to want to get a Space Marine unit set up. That is done, right? Yeah. There we go, that's done. I also don't like how they reused a lot of the voice acting. Like the exact same quotes, like Fyrevis Charon has in the cutscenes and stuff, he has some unique dialogue, but when you talk, he just has same as Eliphaste and Herodor. So do pretty much every single one of the else. So it's kinda underwhelming in that sense. They were attacking Dark Eldars. So the Dark Eldar they're more glass cannon-y type. However, they are also a huge pain to fight, because one of their very basic infantry units. Sorry guys in advance, I'm going to be coughing a lot. So one of their very basic units can cloak. And it's just such a pain to deal with. Especially since Fyrevis Charon does not have a trait that lets him see anything yet. Like normally I would go capture the relic. I'd actually probably delay finishing the match. Just because in Dark Crusade I would want to build up my base as much as I can, but now you're pretty much content just doing that. Although I will admit this game is a bit harder than Dark Crusade. I'll be completely honest with you, and the fortresses are a lot harder. except the orc one. That one just long and just grindy. Wait, yep, yeah, there they are. Let's see, because the thing's over their head. Yeah, I don't have any way to deal with this. He counts as a detector. Yeah, there we go. I just need to research that. I'll probably upgrade that turret. That's Space Marine uses up to full strength. Let's get these guys champions. Oh, well, now we can see them, so we can fight those guys. Yeah, there you go. One of my cultists just dropped dead. The Dark Eldar Warrior Squads are probably one of my favorite looking units because they just look so cool. Your research completed, and there they are, the Mandrakes. Huge pain in the butt. Very useful if you're playing as a Dark Eldar, though. So if you're going to play as a Dark Eldar, use Mandrakes, because they are extremely useful. Tortured Slave. It's probably not worth chasing. Normally the base is there, but it may be there. I've never had it be anywhere but right there. I can't tell. I've only ever had it be there. But there's a first for everything, and I've no reason to let him take it. We can build a Raptor squad. Yeah. It's gonna be over there. There we go, there's the Archon, which is the Dark Eldar's general unit. Our Raptor squad is done, we can send them in. And it's really just going to be cleaning house from here. Because the Dark Eldar is not going to be able to fight us off. They're perfect sync. So actually, very soon, I'm actually going to try and get a bunch of my friends together, and we're going to see. I'm actually going to try to do a Cards Against Humanity episode. Just for fun. Nothing serious. Maybe throw together a custom deck. Well, just some additional cards to the original one. I gotta say, for those of you who haven't played Cards Against Humanity, number one, you are missing out. Your life is meaningless until you play Cards Against Humanity. That's number one. Number two, after you play it, you will thank me many times. For those of you who don't know what Cards Against Humanity is, which if you don't, then I feel sad for you. Cards Against Humanity is, if you know what apples to apples are, then you should be good. It's basically just an adult version of that. If you don't know what apples to apples is, and you don't know what Cards Against Humanity is, so basically you have a deck of Cards Against Humanity, and then every round one person is the judge, and they read a black card which has like a phrase or something that you need to complete or answer, and then everyone puts down a white card that they think fits best or will be funniest, and then the judge picks out of everyone's without knowing whose is what, and you basically just play that. Why am I not just focusing on my Cabal Fortress? And because I'm a genius and I forgot to set my timer. Well, actually, I wasn't going to use the timer anyway, but I forgot to look at what time I was starting this. This may be a bit shorter, but it'll probably be better since I'll probably end up cutting it like the middle of a battle. So we'll hit the end turn and then I will stop then. It's been a while since I've played Dawn of War. Gonna have to get back into the mood. And one thing I'm really upset I haven't gotten yet is StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void beta? Yeah, the closed beta invite yet. They had to build a new Cabal Fortress, or yeah, I think you have to destroy more than just their... I don't exactly remember. I haven't got invited to Legacy of the Void beta yet, which makes me a very sad person. Very, 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 very sad. But I'll grow up. I'll grow up about it. I'm not gonna cry. At least not too much. I already did. Hey, you annihilated the enemy. You're awarded an Cultist Squad Honor Guard. Oh yeah, the Honor Guards in Soulstorm, they suck. Like, they're terrible. Oh yeah, and also something a little like that. It still says Eliphaste Inheritor. It does not say Haravis, whatever his name is. He does actually have some new armor though. Yeah, I'm gonna want that if we're gonna be fighting a Dark Eldar. I actually am going to reinforce here just a bit. That'll probably be good. So let's hit end turn. Alright guys, no, we didn't do much this episode, but we're going to have to end it for here today. So as always guys, if you liked the video, remember to like, favorite, subscribe, unless you've done all that already. And I will see you all later. Peace!